New South Wales Police and the state's police minister have welcomed a court decision blocking a refugee rights rally planned for Sydney on Saturday. It was one of two upcoming events planned, but the judge ruled the spread of coronavirus is too much of a risk.
First, it was this demonstration in Martin Place. Then 20,000 Black Lives Matter protesters descended on Town Hall. Now they're planning two more this weekend, but not if the police can help it.
We will be out in force. We will have significant resources on the ground to deal with any situation. We saw large crowds, obviously, on Saturday here in the city. We do not want to see that again. We'll be enforcing it by issuing infringements where necessary, obviously after providing sufficient warnings and abiding by the order itself.
The Premier had previously given mixed messages on her stance, last week saying people had the right to protest if they adhered to social distancing guidelines. A day later, saying it was illegal, trying to stop Saturday's mass protests altogether by referring it to the Supreme Court. This time, she's being much clearer.
If anybody does anything which breaches the health orders, they should be fined, absolutely. Well, if people break the law, of course they should be charged. That is always the case. But with whatever action people take that's outside of the health orders has consequences.
Earlier this week, rocks were thrown at a patrol car in Boggabilla in northern New South Wales, injuring the female police officer when they smashed through the windscreen. The New South Wales Police Force is calling on the public to stand behind them, saying it's not fair they be targeted because of the death of George Floyd in the United States.
We are not the United States of America, and we need to be very clear on that. We have great relationships with our community across the board. I hope we don't see scenes like we have seen overseas.
Like many others in the community, the Premier is making sacrifices and adhering to health advice, undecided on whether or not she'd give her father a hug for his 88th birthday.
I haven't decided yet, so I'm thinking about it. You reckon?
Yeah.
I feel so guilty, but I have to hang around all you guys every day.
Whilst we are well aware of the sensitivities around the current issues that are being debated in the public, I would implore people to express their views in different ways when it comes to these issues at the moment.
Charlotte Mortlock, Sky News, Sydney.